The greatest mod for Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. Is it scouring the land by horseback? Is it Dothraki horde scalping people and chewing on their testicles? No, although it is very scrumptious and fun. It's a good hobby, but no. It's, I don't know, maybe making an army of 10,000 drag queens? So if you're like me, the base game gets a little boring. It's too vanilla. And listen, I'm a very vanilla person. My wife calls me Missionary Michael, okay? And sometimes you gotta wine, dine, and 69, my friends. And that's exactly what this mod does. This is called My Little Warband, and what it does is it gives you access to a fully customizable troop tree / army that you can recruit on the campaign map. Your opportunities are almost endless, and it's pretty much compatible with any other mod. I've never run into any issues. So as long as you have mods that add new weapons and armors to the game, you are gonna love this so much. So let me show you how it works and what you have access to. So you are going to install this mod like any other mod for Bannerlord, and if you're running multiple mods like I'm using the Trial of the Seven Kingdoms modification, you might be curious what the load order should be, and the answer is I have no idea. So I just put it at the very bottom. I'm not having any issues at all. Once you get onto the campaign map, you're going to want to go over to a town or a village, and you'll see this button right here, and it'll say switch recruitment type. Now, what that does is when you first start out, it's going to be the regular units, whatever normally spawns there. And then when you switch it, there you go. Now you have access to an army of chicks with dicks.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
So the coolest part about this mod is that whenever you go to a different village or town throughout the entire campaign map, guess what? Boom, chicks with dicks. All over. Your soldiers are recruitable everywhere. So you're never going to run into any other types of units unless you recruit them as prisoners or in taverns. And you do have access to 2 troop trees. So you've got the elite troop tree and just the regular recruits. So that's one thing that I really dislike about Bannerlord is that when you create a kingdom, I think you should be able to recruit just your culture's troops because I feel like that gives you a unique playthrough. For instance, if you have a playthrough with Britannia and then you have a playthrough of these, well, I don't want to assume, but these it's a much more fun experience because every time you go to play, it's going to be totally different. So I wish that they would add some type of option where when you do create a kingdom, you can select to just recruit your soldiers. And if you're wondering, yes, when you have armies in this game or companions with parties, they are also going to recruit your customizable troops. Let's get into it. I'm going to show you exactly how to customize these units, and it is pretty awesome. So the easiest way to access the editing panel is to find the troop in a town or in your party, and then just right-click until you find the troop tree. And then what you need to do is put your mouse over the character, the image, hold Shift, and right-click again. Sorry, left-click. So this is the unit editor. It is absolutely amazing. I've tried other mods like this, and they all suck ass. This is the best one. Okay, I don't really mean they suck ass, but this is the best one by far. So if you look up here, you can rename your unit. I've done so here, and you can edit all of their stats like you normally would. Now, if you look up here, you can disable gear restrictions, skill total restrictions, and skill cap restrictions. Basically, you can turn these off and on if you want a more natural playthrough. But of course, I'm not going that route. I'm just making some beefed up units right now. So if you also look down here, you can build the troop tree from scratch. So you can add another unit. What you're going to do is you're going to click on this unit and do the same thing. You're just going to edit it however you want. Okay, so pretty cut and dry right there. Now, once you're ready to edit the weapons and armor, it's very simple. You have filters right down here. You can choose what tier the weapons and armor are, the culture they come from, the weapon type, and then the armor type. So let's go through these. It's maybe not so obvious. So the culture one, since I have the Trials of the Seven Kingdoms mod, mine is, of course, this is Game of Thrones stuff. So you've got the Northmen, you can select whichever ones you want. I leave them all on, and I'll tell you why. You can choose what type of weapons, whatever that is. If you're looking for, let's say you're looking for a bow and arrow. So I'm going to make this guy an archer. So we're going to clear all that. Okay. So here's some arrows. That's one weapon slot. And then where's the fucking... All right, and I'm going to give him a noble bow. That's your next slot. Okay, we're going to empty these all. I don't want him having stones. Okay, boom. That easy. See how easy it is to use that? Like I said, you can change the tier of the weapons you're searching for. Now, why sometimes I don't recommend using the parameters to search for things is because you might be looking for, let's say, a two-handed weapon. Notice how there's only one weapon here, a sledgehammer. In the entire game, there is not just this one sledgehammer. For some reason, they are put under the one-handed weapon tree. So if you can't find something and you're like, what the fuck? This mod's buggy. Possibly. Yes, I don't know. So just search through all of it or just do one-handed. And eventually you'll find them in here. They're going to be in here. And then you'll see there are 4 boxes right here on all of these. And since you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you're probably wondering. So these are the variations. So this means that, let's change this first one and give it this ancient Valerian sword. So now, when these units get on the map, 1/4 of them are going to have this sword, and the other 3/4 are going to have these arrows. That's all that is. So if you just want the same type of unit, but maybe you just want to throw a fucking helmet on one of them, then that's what's going to happen. You're going to have 1/4 of them are going to have this helmet, and the other ones are going to have nothing. But you need to check this, because sometimes you'll have shit in there you don't want. So let's take all their shoes off. So I want 1/4 of them to have that helmet. Whoopsie. And let's do 1/4 of them to have a fucking bear on their head. Now, you will not see a sample for any of the other ones, only the first one. So if you want to look at what your person looks like, change the first one. And it's pretty much that easy. You got gloves, your chest, your cape, your boots. The next thing would be your mounts. You can have horses. Same thing. Whatever horse you want. These are all the items in the game. Okay. And now you can change. Let's take this helmet off so you can see a little better. You can change the culture. So, hey, take that fucking helmet off. Empty. So right now, let's make him a Northman. Wow, very pretty. Maybe you're just trying to meet a POC quota. You know what I mean? Diversity is very important. So we're gonna make this person Dornish, and of course you can use female. If you want, all female. I prefer the bearded ladies myself. Well, hang on, that came out wrong. I prefer an army of bearded ladies. And hey, listen, everyone's probably curious. I'm making fun of drag queens and no, that's not why I made an army of drag queens. I did it because it is absolutely terrifying thinking that you're going to fight a woman. Now put a fucking beard on them. Who's going to want to fight that? That is fear itself. I would never step into the ring with a bearded woman. I'll get my ass kicked. But I digress. Now, when you're done adding up all their skills, whatever you want to do, and you can always come back to this, okay? You can make such a massive troop tree. For instance, I made a custom Dothraki troop tree. You can come back to this. You can rename them. We can name this person Bob, Now they're all going to be called Bob. And then that's it. This is not really working out the way I thought it was going to. So they didn't kill a single person, but god damn it, they looked good. Well, that about does it for this video, folks. Remember, this is my little warband. I will leave a link to the mod in the description. It is pretty awesome, super fun. As you can see here, there's just a lot of opportunities. And if you liked the video, be sure to leave a like, a comment. Maybe you have some suggestions, some other mods I should check out. I also have some other Mount and Blade videos you could check out yourself, or check me out playing virtual reality. And until next time, goodbye.